Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to one of these self-indulgent kind of like beer comparison videos I'll do from time to time. What we have in this video is two of my favourite Belgian beers which are currently available in the supermarket. And I thought myself, let's do a comparison video on them because I love them both. I really do. So one of them has been available in supermarkets for quite a while now, and another one which has come out in a bigger bottle. It's only appeared where I am the past month, but I've never had it from the bigger bottle anyway. So the beers I'm gonna compare is the first one is it is in my top 10 beers of all time. The original is, and this is also the Duvel Triple Hop Citra. Big fan of. Not too keen on the new label, I have to say, but we're going to compare that with another superb, fantastic Belgian beer. We're going to compare it with the Triple Karmeliet. Now, I think this was my first ever Belgian review on this channel many moons ago, and I remember making the massive mistake of pronouncing it wrong. So I might still have pronounced it wrong. So this is clocking in at 8.4% ABV, this one, 750ml bottle, and the Triple Hop Citra is coming in at a measly 9.5%. So, best thing to do is crack them open first, see what we get. So, the Duvel crown, the aroma, you do get the essence of a little hot presence there in the aroma from the bottle, but nothing much else. I don't know if this is right or wrong. When just before they started to bring this beer out, I remember seeing a special 6-pack of Duvel with different hops, different hop variations. I don't know whether or not if it had anything to do with the release of this Citra version. I know that somebody out there who's into their Belgian beer might put a comment in and tell me if it was part of the process of choosing a hop to go with the Duvel for mass release. So tell us if I'm right or wrong. I might not be. I remember the pack being out is 25 quid for 6 of them, and they all had different hops versions, 6 different hops. I don't know whether there was a voting system or whatever that people would choose which hop version was the best, and they suddenly decided to bring this out on mass circulation. I'm not too sure. So, Duvel. Do I like Duvel? I absolutely adore Duvel. I know it's an acquired taste. I know there's people out there who do not like it. But for me, I think it is an absolute glorious beer. The normal Duvel is an absolute glorious beer. And it's one of them crossover beers because for me, I can see normal lager drinkers taking a liking to the normal Duvel. Because it's got all them lagery elements within that beer. But maybe that's why people don't really like it. I don't know. I do like Duvel. It's got a great standing within the whole Belgian genre of beers. So it gets a big thumbs up for me. So poured it out. As you can see, yeah, that Duvel colour. The head, which is very Duvelish, if you know what I mean. The aroma, again, Slight hoppiness, but not much. Certainly there. I'm going to go in. Cheers. Yeah. For me, the bitterness of that Citra hop adds a bit of vibrancy to the Duvel, and it does work so well. You get the slight peppery, um, you get a slight peppery influence on the strength of it. It's just lovely. It is a lovely beer. I remember I did do the two Duvels in a comparison a few years ago. I can't remember who won. I feel I was undecided, not too sure. So yeah, and I think this is at £2.50 at the moment, and for £2.50 for the Citra Tripel, you can't go wrong. So let's get the big boy over. So we've got the Triple Karmeliet, 8.4% ABV, £5, world class beer, £5. Buy it. If you see it, buy it. It's phenomenal. One of the greatest examples of its style, yeah, in the world. There's no kind of like there's no other description for it. It's a perfect example of a triple. When I first got into Belgian beer, when I first had my first Belgian beer, it's like when you have your first Belgian beer, it's like a teenager discovering rock and roll for the first time. It's when you first hear rock music, it's the most exciting thing in the world. When I first had my first Belgian beer, it was the most exciting thing in the world. I could not believe how good Belgian beers were. This was one of my first. When I first got into the Belgian beer, for me, this and the Leffe Brune were kings. They really were. And I've got to thank the supermarket for doing that to me, for having them. And I have to say that, I always have in my heart a soft spot for Belgian beer. It's phenomenal stuff. I don't care what people say. Different countries are good at different, doing different styles. Germany are great at doing their lagers. Czech, great for doing pilsners. Belgium are on their own in a way. So when I did see this, I thought I've got to pick one up just to pay homage to how great a beer this is. So here we have it. So let's crack this. Well, not crack it open, get the cork out. So we're there. Cork's out. Let's pour it out. Like we do. Now, I would imagine there'll be a hell of a load of yeast in the bottom of this, but at the end of the day, it's the way it is. As you can see, very clear looking. Now, I remember when I went into Trembling Madness in York, they did do a. I swear they did a do. They did a do. I swear, you can tell the Belgian beer is getting to me. I swear they did a bigger bottle than this, the Triple Karmeliet. Not too sure. So stick that there. So being a glass, very clear, lots of carbonation. That spacious Belgian head we all know and love. The aroma, yeah, you get the clove. Definitely, you get the Belgian yeast, get the grain. It's like maybe a hint of banana there, faint banana. Smells absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to go in, so cheers, everybody. You know what it is? It's like visiting an old friend after so many years, and you're just picking up the conversation from when you left off, because that is absolutely lovely. That is absolutely beautiful. That beer, you know, I've just gone in a few sips, but for me, a few sips is all what it takes. It reminds me of, it's like having a special piece of music which you play constantly when you're a teenager, and you suddenly get it out of your collection, stick it on the CD now, and it takes you back. And this is what this beer has done. It's taken me back to the first time I tried Belgian beers. And it's taken me back actually to when I was on holiday, because I was drinking this when I was on holiday. I did put a video up when I was, seems like eons ago, I was away in Spain. And it's just taken me back in such a nice way. And I suppose, beer, music, even TV programs, there's always something there which will take your mind back to a certain period in time. So for me, it's a special beer. It is. Now, choosing between the two, I'm looking at this from the perspective that, I'm walking into Tesco's. I've only got a few quid. I can only afford either one. What would I go for out of the two? And this is not down to quantity of beer. This is down to the beer. What does the beer do for you? What does the beer, is like somebody's favourite football team or someone's favourite colour? What, two exceptional beers, what do they do for you as a person? I may sound a little bit heavy and philosophical, but I think, beer does that to people. If you've got such an affinity with the stuff, it will do it to you. I'm sure there'll be other beer reviewers out there who will be watching this and be thinking, yeah, I remember, yeah, I did that beer, and that's my first craft beer, or I did that beer, that was my first Belgian beer, and I still love it to this day, or stout, or whatever gets you into something, it really does kind of like stick with you. So, two beers, pinnacle beers for me, both available at the moment in the supermarket, both fantastic, both 10 out of 10s. Which beer for me would I choose? So I'm going with the Citra first. It's just nice. It's got lovely. That Citra just brings a lovely element to that beer, to the Duvel, and it is lovely. It really tastes excellent. 9.5. Don't pick up the strength. It is a beautiful beer. Mark my words, that is a beautiful beer. The Tripel Karmeliet. Just takes me back. It takes me on a roller coaster. Just, takes you back to points in your life. I've already made up my mind. I think you know what I'm going to choose out of the two. And, I feel bad for choosing it because the other one is such a great beer. But They're both fantastic, believe you me. These beers are both fantastic. I say to you out there, this is no criticism to the loser, because it's still a great beer. This is a kind of like comparison for me on a personal level. So, boys and girls, the beer I would choose out of these two has to be the Tripel Karmeliet. It's the winner, and it's the winner for reasons which is beyond the beer, if you know what I mean. So, boys and girls, thank you very much for watching this one. It's been a good video. I've enjoyed this one. Two fantastic beers. Thank you very much for watching this. As ever, you all stars. And I think after these two, I think I'll be going to sleep for a while. See you all soon on another beer review. Cheers, everyone.